It is 9 o'clock at night, and you reach for a small snack. Just something light, you tell yourself, nothing heavy or dramatic tonight. 30 minutes later, your stomach feels strangely full and uncomfortable. You lie in bed, feeling restless, despite genuine physical exhaustion. Morning arrives with unexpected brain fog and lingering fatigue. You slept enough hours, yet mental clarity never fully returned. Have you experienced this quiet cycle more than once? We are taught that calories are simply units of energy. 500 calories in the morning should equal 500 at night. But your liver and pancreas completely reject that arithmetic logic. Your biology operates on circadian timing rather than simple calorie math. 8 in the morning is metabolically different from 8 at night. As darkness approaches, your hormonal priorities begin shifting inside you. Melatonin rises, insulin sensitivity quietly begins to decline. Digestion becomes secondary, while repair mechanisms prepare for activation. So, what happens when you continue eating past 6 o'clock? You introduce fuel exactly when your system is preparing to shut down. It is like refueling a car after turning off the engine. The glucose lingers longer because insulin signaling is already weakening. The pancreas struggles against signals telling it to power down. Why would evolution design such a strict biological curfew? What molecular switches activate only when food intake finally stops? Tonight, we descend into your pancreas, liver, and sleeping brain. We will watch what changes when dinner ends at 6, because stopping food early is not a diet strategy. It may be a cellular rejuvenation switch waiting to activate. As daylight fades, your brain begins secreting melatonin quietly. Melatonin signals darkness, telling tissues that night mode has begun. Most people associate melatonin only with sleep induction, but melatonin influences far more than drowsiness alone. It directly interacts with receptors inside your pancreas. Pancreatic beta cells contain melatonin receptors called MT1 and MMT2. When melatonin binds these receptors, insulin secretion becomes suppressed. Think of melatonin as a supervisor announcing factory shutdown. The pancreas receives the message to reduce energy processing activity. Insulin production slows because nighttime is reserved for repair. Now imagine eating carbohydrates at 8 or 9 o'clock. Glucose enters your bloodstream while insulin output is declining. It resembles pouring fuel into a vehicle with locked ignition. Blood sugar remains elevated longer than it would in daylight. Your liver must buffer excess glucose without strong insulin assistance. Repeated late eating trains your metabolism toward nighttime resistance. Studies in Journal of Pineal Research highlight this melatonin-insulin conflict clearly. Insulin sensitivity decreases naturally as melatonin levels rise. This is not a flaw, it is circadian design. Eating late creates a hormonal tug-of-war inside you. One system says rest and repair immediately. The other demands digestion and glucose regulation urgently. That conflict increases oxidative stress within pancreatic cells. Over time, beta cells become less responsive and more fatigued. This is how nighttime snacking slowly reshapes metabolic health, and stopping food at 6 removes that hormonal contradiction entirely. It allows melatonin to perform its original restorative role uninterrupted. And this is only the first molecular switch activated overnight. Now let us travel forward into the deeper hours of night. By 2 or 3 in the morning, your body enters energy scarcity mode. If you stopped eating at 6, glucose and insulin have already declined. Cellular ATP levels begin to drop gradually inside tissues. ATP is your cell's energy currency, like rechargeable molecular batteries. When ATP decreases, another enzyme awakens silently. This enzyme is AMPK, adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase. AMPK functions as an internal fuel gauge for every cell. When energy is low, AMPK flips survival and repair programs on. It immediately suppresses a growth complex called mTOR, mTOR stands for Mechanistic Target of Rapamycin, a growth accelerator. During feeding, mTOR promotes protein synthesis and cellular expansion. But during fasting, growth must pause to allow maintenance. Imagine a factory halting production for scheduled maintenance overnight. AMPK sends a signal that resources must be conserved and recycled. Once mTOR activity falls, autophagy pathways become activated. Autophagy literally means self-eating, but in a regenerative sense. Cells begin dismantling damaged proteins and worn-out mitochondria. These components are broken down and reused for energy. This cleaning process reduces oxidative stress and inflammation markers. Nature aging research shows fasting intervals enhance this repair phase. But here is the crucial timing insight. Autophagy intensifies only when insulin remains low for hours. Late-night eating resets insulin and interrupts this cascade. The factory reopens production instead of continuing repair. Stopping dinner at 6 protects this nocturnal maintenance window. It gives AMPK uninterrupted time to dominate mTOR signaling. If this feels like a free anti-aging therapy, pause briefly, tap like so we continue decoding these midnight molecular shifts. Because the brain has its own cleaning crew waiting next. While your body rests, your brain enters a unique maintenance phase. This process is governed by the glymphatic system, a neural cleaning network. Glymphatic activity depends heavily on deep, undisturbed sleep cycles, but it also depends on metabolic calmness throughout the night. When digestion is active, blood flow prioritizes the gastrointestinal system. That diverts resources away from optimal brain clearance. Stopping food at 6 reduces digestive demand before bedtime. By midnight, your circulation can redistribute more efficiently toward the brain. Cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF, begins flowing through neural pathways. Think of CSF as a gentle rinse washing brain tissue nightly. Glial cells expand slightly during sleep, widening intercellular spaces. This expansion allows fluid to flush metabolic waste effectively. Among that waste is amyloid beta, linked to cognitive decline. Science translational medicine highlights this nocturnal clearance advantage. But here is the hidden vulnerability. If blood glucose remains elevated late into the night, clearance weakens. Insulin fluctuations and digestion-related signals fragment sleep architecture. Even subtle sleep disruption impairs glymphatic flow dramatically. You may sleep 8 hours, yet wake cognitively dull. That dullness often reflects incomplete neural waste removal. Ending food intake earlier protects deep, slow-wave sleep phases. Slow-wave sleep is when glymphatic clearance peaks significantly. Your brain literally washes itself when metabolic noise is low. Late-night snacking introduces metabolic noise into that silence. Stopping at 6 allows neurological maintenance to proceed uninterrupted. And now we move toward the final hormonal surge of night. As midnight approaches, another powerful hormonal rhythm begins rising. Growth hormone, abbreviated GH, surges during early deep sleep cycles. GH is not just for children. Adults rely on it nightly. It stimulates tissue repair, collagen production, and muscle recovery. It also promotes lipolysis, meaning the breakdown of stored fat. But GH and insulin do not cooperate well together. High insulin levels suppress growth hormone secretion significantly. This suppression occurs through increased somatostatin release in the brain. Somatostatin acts like a gatekeeper, blocking GH pulses entirely. If you eat late, insulin remains elevated into the night. Elevated insulin signals that fuel is abundant and storage should continue. In that state, fat oxidation slows and repair priority declines. Your body chooses storage instead of regeneration overnight. Endocrine Reviews highlights this antagonistic relationship clearly in adults. Stopping food at 6 allows insulin to fall gradually before sleep. Low insulin removes inhibitory pressure on growth hormone release. When GH surges freely, fat cells release fatty acids efficiently. Those fatty acids fuel nighttime repair processes systemically. This metabolic environment resembles ancient feast and fast cycles. Daylight feeding supports activity and immediate energy demands. Darkness supports repair, detoxification, and cellular rebuilding. Late snacking collapses these evolutionary rhythms into confusion. The result is subtle metabolic stagnation, accumulating over years. Ending dinner early restores hormonal clarity and circadian alignment. You are not starving yourself, you are restoring biological order. And now we translate this molecular timing into practical action. So, how do you apply this without turning life into restriction? Begin with a simple rule called the 3-2-1 method. Stop eating completely 3 hours before planned bedtime. Ideally, that means finishing dinner around 6 in the evening. 2 hours before sleep, reduce intense cognitive work deliberately. Allow your nervous system to shift toward parasympathetic dominance. 1 hour before bed, eliminate blue light exposure completely. Blue light suppresses melatonin and delays biological night onset. Now let us refine the composition of your evening meal. Prioritize protein sources containing tryptophan, melatonin's precursor molecule. Include fiber-rich vegetables to stabilize post-dinner glucose. Avoid refined carbohydrates that spike insulin before nighttime decline. Stable insulin ensures melatonin signaling proceeds without resistance. Magnesium intake in the evening can further support relaxation. Magnesium assists enzymatic pathways, regulating sleep and insulin sensitivity. Consistency matters more than perfection during this adaptation phase. Your body may resist change during the first few evenings. Hunger waves often reflect habit rather than true energy deficiency. Within days, circadian signals begin stabilizing naturally. Morning clarity frequently improves when nighttime digestion disappears. Energy steadiness during daylight becomes noticeably smoother. Stopping food after 6 is not a diet trend. It is circadian alignment with planetary light cycles. You are giving your cells uninterrupted hours for repair. So, tonight, will you attempt this biological reset? Comment "challenge" if you are ready to test 7 days. Subscribe if you want to continue exploring molecular timing together, because sometimes rejuvenation begins simply by putting the fork down.